This IUIC TV Houston. We out here custom the streets. It was an incident that happened at these apartments behind us. It was 3 teenagers. They was attempting to rob a man. He pulled his gun out and shot him.
A total of 4 boys ages 12 to 14 years old allegedly tried to rob a man at Willow Plaza Apartments, which is located directly behind us, right across the street from where we are now. Now, that same man pulled out a gun and started shooting after that happened. That kid, investigators tell us, is one of 4 boys. A man says allegedly tried to rob him before he shot 3 of them.
My other neighbor came and held his hand and was talking to him and consoling him, you know, trying to keep him alive.
That same boy his neighbor helped, last checked, was taken to a trauma center to undergo surgery. Then investigators say 2 more boys shot, returned to the scene for medical attention, and were taken to the hospital. Investigators tell us a 4th boy came back to the scene and was detained. Neighbors were troubled to hear that the boys had weapons on them.
Of all things, being at Christmas, and this is a child, first thing come to my mind is, number one, where's the parents?
So we're gonna come out here asking people why, when it's supposed to be a season of giving and love, why is so much violence going on in the city? We're gonna see if they got some answers. If not, we're gonna give them the biblical answers.
Okay, we pull up
Shalom.
in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It's all good, little nigga, we straight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, we just trying to be great. And show them love in our enemies' face. They say it's a marathon,
like
funny
guns
cause my
in
guy
general,
racist. They hate
If I know it's cliche to be like, oh, if guns didn't exist, there would be no violence, because of course there would still be violence, even with people fighting and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like without guns, it would be a lot harder to have violence, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, I feel like even without guns, it's just there would still be violence because of the way people are, you know? Just like what happened over there had no reason for it to happen. Even if the killing was justified, it's going to call for more killing, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if you kill someone that just did something really, really wrong. Someone's going to try to kill you for it. It's never going to be justified, you know, ever. So I feel like, just like with that, even if it was for a reason, that was a life, you know, and you can't get that life back. Even if the dude goes to jail for life, he still gets to wake up every day in the cell. You know, he still gets to eat every day. He still gets to take a shower every day, you know. Even if it's not as good as showering in a mansion, he still gets to do everything, you know. So I feel like it's not that it's not fair. Life isn't fair in general. I just feel like it's not right at all. Because that could have been me. That could have been you. That could have been him. That could have been him. You know, and it's for no reason. For no reason. Exactly. So it's, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Because I had a cousin that passed away kind of like that too. So it's I just don't like guns in general. You know, I don't like guns in general. Which is crazy to say in this area, because this area is known to be so violent. But it's, I don't know. It's just, it sucks. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. And I feel like it doesn't matter how many of these cameras you put out here, doesn't matter how many cops you put out here, it's going to keep being violent. You know, it's going to keep being violent. It's going to keep being violent because it has to change with the citizens first. It has to change with the people before you try to change it with the law, you know. The law can't change people if the people don't want to change, you know. You got to actually change the people. So I feel like around here, if we actually try to help people out instead of looking at them and saying, oh, you know, he's probably homeless, he's probably just a drug, if we treated them like a human, then stuff would be a lot better, you know, a lot better. I mean, even some people, if you treat them right, they still treat you like crap. I mean, that has nothing to do with you. That's just how the person feels about themselves, so you can't take it personal, you know? But, I don't know. I know I'm getting off subject. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like guns. I don't like guns.
That's what we're here for, your honest opinion. And also, like, by them being teenagers from 12 to 14, what you think is lacking in the community as far as the youth that can potentially prevent things of that such of happening?
I say the main thing that could prevent it is what we put on social media, like as far as, because everyone has a phone. I would say just get rid of all phones so kids can be regular kids, you know, instead of having social media and stuff. But I say now, just book stuff that promotes positivity on social media, you know, because now we have rappers that have guns, Glocks, all types of stuff, you know. And then why do you think stuff like that happens? Because people see stuff like that, you know, people see the violence. If people looked online and saw something that said, hey, have a beautiful day, you're a great person, they wouldn't want to go kill someone, you know? But they go online and see drill music, they see this dude shooting other people, they're going to want to, you know? And I'm not blaming drill music. It's not music. I'm not blaming none of that. But I'm just saying, in general, you know, there's even some country music that talks about killing folks, you know? So it's like, I don't know. Especially because they were so young. That's, I don't know.
So no guidance, no structure, no leadership from the men.
Yep.
who supposed to be the leaders in the community,
Exactly.
which would be a major way to prevent things of like this happening.
Exactly.
Okay, well, the Bible, it talks about structure, guidance, counselor, basically a lot of points that you brought out to help prevent things like this from happening. Give me that right there. What you got, Hosea 5?
Yeah, I got Hosea 5.
Come on, watch this.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So this God said, I'm going to hide my face from them. And why? Till they acknowledge their offense, all the wrongdoing that we're in. Now, look, one of the offenses, this happened around Christmas. According to the Bible, we're not supposed to celebrate Christmas. So God wasn't in that. So while people were praying and giving gifts, it had nothing to do with God, it had nothing to do with Christ. And in fact, Christ was actually born in the spring, according to Luke 2, Luke the 2nd chapter. Give me the next one you got. Watch this.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Come on.
For the Lord have a controversy. For the Lord have a controversy with thee in the heavens of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
That knowledge, we're not supposed to celebrate Christmas. Also, you say the lack of leadership, destruction, and guidance. That's a part of God's commandments, and we didn't have that either. Watch this.
By swearing and lying and killing
And killing, which goes on in our community. Lying goes on in our community.
and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood.
That's a lot of the violence. Blood touching blood. One man kill another man. One sister kill another sister. That's the problems that we're having. Why? Because we don't keep God's commandments. And that's why all this trouble happened in our communities.
Yes, sir. That's very true. Very true. Just like we could spread all types of trends. We could spread, dance trends, this and that on TikToks and stuff, but we can't spread stuff like that, which to me bothers me. If everyone read stuff like that, if everyone could spread stuff like that, like I said, the world would be a better place, and it's not that hard. People just make it hard, Like I always say, peace isn't, as I would say, the only thing that's inevitable in life is death. That's the only thing that's inevitable. Men created war, so men can create peace too. If we created war, we can create peace just like, we really can, And a lot of people say, oh, peace isn't attainable. It isn't attainable. I think peace is attainable. I think peace really is attainable, especially if you keep stuff like that by your side. If you keep, like I said, if you keep other stuff like social media, where you got dudes flashing guns and you got dudes talking about killing, bragging about killing and stuff like that, then stuff like that's going to happen every single day. But if we have stuff like that right next to us, what's going to happen every single day? The world's going to get better. There's not going to need cameras like that. There's a camera here like that and a camera at the 99-cent store. Why? Because it's so bad over here, and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't at all. Like these cameras weren't here 5 years ago, because I've lived in Willow my whole life. I'm 20. These cameras weren't here 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They weren't there. Now they're there. Why? Because it's getting worse instead of better. So that bothers me. That bothers me a lot.
Dealing with that structure, like with the young men, who mostly raised the young men? They mothers or they fathers?
It's sad that I even have to stutter about it, because my mom raised me. So it's like, speaking from my experience, I would say my mom raised me, and she did a pretty dang good job at it. My dad was there too, but my mom raised me. So I would say the woman, even though it's a man's job to, it's a man's job, but a woman did it better than the man could do it. You know what I mean?
Right. The mother did it. Watch this. I'm going to show you what you were saying. It should be a man's job. But watch this. Genesis 19. Like I said, the leadership. Watch Genesis 19 by Abraham. Come on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord, to do justice and judgment, and the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him.
So it goes to what? That man leading, commanding his house, giving that guidance and giving that structure. And unfortunately, mothers do most of the time raise up young men. And unfortunately, some of them make bad decisions. And some may not make so much bad decisions. And that's where we have the issues that we have now. Okay, that's all I got for you. Appreciate your time. If you got anything else.
I appreciate you a lot. All I would say is just stay away from guns. Honestly, stay away from guns. I know nowadays you probably need them because other people have them, but I just feel like stay away from guns. Stay away from violence in general. If you can walk away from something with a smile on your face, then do it. You know, if someone's not physically there trying to kill you, then walk away from it. You know, that's just how I feel. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Just stay away from violence. You know, and guns too. Guns too.
All right, that's Cuss from the Streets. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, this IUIC TV. Who I got with me?
Caleb.
I got brother Caleb. Hey, look, check this out, bro. I know you say you weren't familiar, but a couple of days ago, it was some teenagers that got shot over here. Allegedly, they was attempting to rob somebody, right? And then, so the man, he seen them. They think they had a fake gun, a BB gun, what have you. The man had a real gun. He pulled it out and he shot him. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think things like that shouldn't really happen, especially being over here like this. Yeah, it shouldn't happen.
Right, and it was Christmas time. What you think about that? So should people be robbing people around Christmas time?
Never, nah. Everybody's hanging out with their family. It should never happen, really.
But hey, look, if you turn the news on, I see murders rampant in Houston around this time. Why is that?
And I don't know. Some people are just kind of crazy, unfortunately. So that's how it is.
But let me ask, well, what makes them crazy though?
Makes them crazy. It's just, I don't know. People get real. I don't know. Around the holidays, just people get a little weird. It's just how it be, unfortunately. Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? Hey, look, let me help you out. Hey, give me that other spirit. 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians. Check this out. So I'm gonna give you a biblical response, right? Because like, really, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. Christmas is not in the Bible. So we gotta ask ourselves around Christmas time, why is it violence go up, robbery go up? These people get a covetous spirit. I'm gonna show you why. Come on, read what you got.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For if he that cometh preach another Jesus.
So the another Jesus is the white Jesus that's birthday December 25th. Mm-hmm. We know Christ in the Bible, he was born in the springtime. Mm-hmm. So this talking about another Jesus. This is what we've been taught. We've been taught all these churches that go to church on Sundays that celebrate Christmas, and none of that's biblical. But come on.
Whom we have not preached. Or if you receive another spirit.
A what?
Another spirit, which you have not received. Or another gospel, which you have not accepted, you might as well bear with him.
He said we're going to bear with him, we're going to bear that iniquity. And wages of sin is death. So that's why our people get judged, because we dealing with these pagan guys. We dealing with everything that ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. But then why so-called black people, Hispanic people, why we always killing each other? Why is that? Because we don't know God. Check this out. Give me that Hosea 4:1. Give me that Hosea 4:1. I'm going to let you go. Give me that Hosea 4:1. So what you think about that? You celebrated Christmas?
I did, with some family. I'm in a divorced household, so I go back and forth with both my families. So,
Would you taught that was Christ's birthday?
all the time.
You believe that?
Kind of don't know really what to believe nowadays. So, but growing up, I did believe that.
Read what you got.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So believe it or not, the so-called Black, Hispanics, and African Americans, we are the biblical Israelites according to the Bible. That's who Hosea is talking about in the scripture. This is a prophecy. Come on.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
You hear what it says? It says no truth or knowledge of God in the land. So like, I can show you that scripture where it say don't celebrate Christmas almost verbatim in the Bible, right? But we do these things and we think that represents God. But what it's saying is it's no truth or knowledge of God in the land. Come on.
By swearing and lying and killing.
And what?
And killing and stealing.
And what?
And stealing.
That's what we talking about. They trying to actually steal from somebody and wind up getting killed. What happens?
And committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood.
What blood touches blood mean to you?
Blood touch blood.
Mean brothers killing each other.
Yeah.
That's what goes on in our community, right? Mm-hmm. That's what the Bible talking about. That was prophesied thousands of years prior that we gonna be doing that today. Hey, but look, that's all I got, bro. You got anything, questions for anything?
Nah, not really.
You learned anything today?
I did learn some things. Like, I kind of didn't really know the Christ was born in the spring a little bit. I didn't know that before.
All praise. All right, Cuss from the street. All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Cuss from the streets, Houston. I got with me today
Joseph.
We got Joseph. Right here in this area, we had some teenagers tried to rob a 25-year-old man who pulled out his gun and shot the teenagers. So I'm asking you, what is your take on that?
I think it's just crazy, man. These kids ain't got no structure, nobody at home telling them what's right or wrong. So they come out here acting wild and deal with people that's real and got, real protection on them and don't play when it comes to protecting their lives. And these kids took that for granted, clearly.
Right. Okay. I agree with that also. And another question is, there's no structure, nobody teaching them what you said. That's correct. So after this happening, what you think would be the next step to prevent this from happening again?
Well, I would suggest more security here at night. The security guard, just from what I've seen, he stays in his car most of the night. So more protection, people just being, aware of what's going on in your surroundings, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not right to always be what they would say in the streets packing, but I mean, it's coming to that point where everybody has to have one these days, man. You just don't know what's coming at you.
Okay, and then this happened around the Christmas holidays where you're supposed to be giving and loving and caring. So why would you think that happened around that time?
Kids had too much free time, man. No adults around to visualize, to tell them, hey, where you going? Like my parents, they dragged me by my hair by the time I even thought about even going outside or doing something like that. But just nobody's there to guide them. Nobody's telling them that, hey, they didn't care. So obviously they didn't care either.
Okay. All those are valid points. And we also have points in the Bible to help deal with that too. Let me get what you got right there.
I got Hosea, I got Corinthians. I got Isaiah. He said, no God.
Give me that. Yeah, give me that. Watch this here. Come on.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. And O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of their past.
So, like you say, there's no structure, there's no leadership. And then when you look at a lot of teenagers, they be raised, who raised them primarily?
Their mother.
Their mother, exactly. So do you believe a mother can raise a boy to be a full-grown man like a man can?
There's a certain limit, because there has to be a man to teach another man how to be a man, you know what I'm saying? Right. Especially a young boy that's growing up without a father, not an understanding. And also a thing, I mean, it's not their fault they lost.
Right, and that without having that father figure, that's where the structure comes in that you're talking about. Because the mother can go only so long, but you need that father figure presence to structureize these guys, and maybe this here wouldn't have happened.
Of course not, man. They need somebody to put their foot down. Sometimes a little cussing and what I'm saying, put your chest up. But like I said, a mother can't do that. Yeah. Mother's not there to put fear in your heart. A father, that's what a father does, put fear in that heart to the point where you ain't finna mess up, you ain't finna go out here and do these things. Right. Because he finna pull that chest out. But
that's where that discipline and the structure come in at. What you got, Hosea?
Come on, Hosea.
Hosea 4, watch this. Just what you were talking about. And this will happen without that lack of structure and leadership from a man. Come on.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So the children of Israel, according to the Bible, are your so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. The history of our history is documented in this Bible, and also what goes on in our communities. Watch.
For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
It's talking about us as a whole. Why?
Because there's no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
One of the knowledges of God is that we're not supposed to keep Christmas. That's documented in the book of Jeremiah chapter 10. We're not even supposed to celebrate that day. So when our people is praying and giving gifts, it has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with Christ. And in fact, in Luke chapter 2, Christ was born around the springtime.
No religion in it.
No. God never gave us religion. It was just commandments. We never had religion. Watch this. Come on.
By swearing. And lying. And killing. And stealing.
And stealing and killing. What happened? Stealing going on. And what happened? They almost was killed. But people do get killed in these situations. Come on.
And committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood.
You know what that blood toucheth blood mean?
No, sir.
Blood mean like black on black crime, Hispanic on Hispanic crime, me killing you, you killing me. That's blood touching blood. And that's what just happened with this teenager and that grown man right there. Blood touching blood. So that's pretty much what it is. You got any questions?
Nah, man, it's just real tripped out. Y'all came this way, man. So it really shows that the Lord works in mysterious ways. Because I did not expect this at all, man. And y'all give out a positive vibe. So I'm really digging that from all three of y'all.
Okay, cool. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you having this interview with us.
Hey,
all right.
Man. God bless all three of y'all, man.
All right.
Man.
Y'all stay up, man.
What is the nation?
Someone used to sell drugs.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word.